Let's continue here in the Aqidah of Ibn Asakir. We're still at the author's statement. وَلَهُ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. And the best names are his. So this is now our third week in explaining these best names of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So let's continue from where we left off. So which names did we read so far? We read from the 99 names Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Quddus, Al-Salam, Al-Mu'min, Al-Muhaymin, Al-Aziz, Al-Jabbar, Al-Mutakabbir, الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار القهار الوهاب الرزاق الفتاح العليم القابض الباسط الخافض الرافع المعز المذل السميع البصير الحكم العدل اللطيف الخبير الحليم العظيم الغفور الشكور الكبير الحفيظ المقيت الحسيب الجليل الكريم الرقيب المجيب الواسع الحكيم الودود المجيد الباعث الشهيد الحق الوكيل القوي المتين الولي الحميد المحصي المبدئ المعيد المحيي المميت الحي القيوم. So let's see here. We read Al-Mu'id, Al-Muhyi. I think we stopped at Al-Mu'id. No, because we said Al-Hayy, Al-Qayyum, Al-Wajid, Al-Majid, Al-Wahid. Make sure here. Okay, we'll back up a little bit. Not sure where we stopped at. So let's start from here. Al-Hayy, the living or the alive. That's the one who's attributed with Al-Hayah. Al-Qayyum. And this is one of the names that are special for God. You can't give it to anyone else. Al-Qayyum has many ways of interpretation. Al-Qayyum, it means the one who's attributed with Qiyam. And Al-Qiyam means existence in this context. Al-Qiyam means existence and confirmation. So that's why some of them said Al-Qayyum means the one who's everlasting. Some of them said Al-Qayyum means the one with confirmed existence. And some said Al-Qayyum means the one who manages the creations. It means Al-Mudabbir, the manager. And he has another name that has this meaning, Al-Qayyam. And Allah is Al-Wajid. Al-Wajid, so literally Wajid means someone who finds something. From Waw, Jim, Dal, Wajada, to find. Al-Wajid is the one who finds, is a finder. And Al-Mawjud is what's found. That's very literal. So one of the names of Allah is Al-Wajid, and the way we learned it here means Al-Ghani. Al-Ghani means the one who doesn't need anything. And he is Al-Majid, that means noble. And one of his other names is Al-Majid. He's Al-Majid and he's Al-Majid. Same root letters, just different pattern. Majid is the emphatic one between the two. Just like you can say Allah is Al-Qadir, powerful. And you can say Al-Qadir, it means very powerful. So Allah is Al-Majid and Al-Majid. noble and very noble. So the nobility goes back to his attribute of perfection. And his attribute of perfection is his godhood. And he is Al-Wahid, the one without a partner. That means the unique. As-Samad. As-Samad means the master relied upon in all matters and resorted to in one's needs. Meaning, As-Samad means the master whom everyone else resorts to. And he doesn't need anyone else. So then As-Samad is a name that refers to his attribute of independence. Like Al-Ghani. Al-Ghani means the one who doesn't need anything. Al-Qadir, the powerful. Yani the one who's attributed with power. Al-Muqtadir means the one who is very Qadir. So Qadir means very powerful. So Qadir is more emphatic than Qadir. And Muqtadir is even more emphatic than Qadir. Same root letters. Qaf, Dal, Ra. Al-Muqaddim, it means the advancer, the forwarder, the one who makes something be ahead of something else, or come ahead or before something else. Al-Muqaddim. And he is Al-Mu'akhir, it means the delayer, the one who makes something come after something else. So these refer to his doings. Some of the names of Allah refer to his doings. And some of the names of Allah refer to his attributes of his self. And some of the names of Allah refer to his self itself. And these names, Al-Muqaddim, Al-Mu'akhir, these are amongst the names of Allah that prove his attribute of choice, Al-Ikhtiyar. And his choice is his will. Al-Awwal means the first, and the first here means the one who existed before everything else. It doesn't mean he has a beginning. Al-Awwal doesn't imply having a beginning. It means that he existed before anything else existed. For God, it means the one who has no beginning, though. For God is the one who has no beginning. Anything else has a beginning. And he is Al-Akhir. That means the one that, or the one whom no one comes after him. The one whom no one comes after him. That's why someone would translate it as the last. It means the one whom no one comes after him. So that means the one who has no end for his existence. So his attribute, his name, Al-Awwal, refers to his attribute of Qidam, eternity or eternality, and Azaliyah, beginninglessness. And his name, Al-Akhir, refers to his attribute of Baqa, everlastingness. Al-Zahir, Al-Zahir, it means the one whose existence is obvious. Because Zahir means in Arabic language, apparent, obvious. So then, as a name of Allah, it means the one whose existence is obvious, the one whose existence is confirmed. Or there's another way to explain this name. Some said Al-Zahir means the dominant one, the dominator, the conqueror, like Al-Qahir. Because what do you call a winner over his enemy? If someone defeated his enemy, you say Zahir, he's Zahir. Zahara alayhim. That means he defeated them. And he is Al-Batin. That means unimaginable. Unimaginable because the word Batin in Arabic language means inside. That means not apparent. Al-Wali. the one who owns and manages things. Yani al-wali is the owner and the controller. Al-muta'ali, and you can pronounce it al-muta'al by dropping the ya. Both of those are valid. It means the one who is high. That means majestically high. His highness is not a physical highness, it's a majestic highness. His highness is his greatness, and his greatness is his perfection, and his perfection is his godhood. Al-Barr, shadda on the ra, Al-Barr. Barr means good. So very literally means the good or the good one. That means the merciful one. At-Tawwab, the one who grants repentance. Yani, the forgiver. He is the forgiver or the acceptor of repentance. The acceptor of repentance. Al-Muntaqim very literally means the avenger. So it means punisher. Punisher. Allah Ta'ala, He says about Himself, Dhuntiqam. That means one who has severe torture. Al-Muntaqim. Or it may mean the destroyer. So it could mean the punisher, or it could mean the destroyer. Al-Afu, the pardoner. That means the forgiver. Ar-Ra'uf means most merciful, most merciful. So Ar-Rahman means the one who is merciful to believers and non-believers in this life. Or if you want to condense that, the one who's merciful to everyone in the world, in this world. Ar-Rahim means the one who's merciful to believers. Ar-Ra'uf means most merciful, but it's close to Rahim. Ar-Ra'uf is close in meaning to Ar-Rahim, but Ra'uf means, yani Ar-Ra'fa, Ar-Ra'uf means the one who's attributed with Ra'fa. And Ra'fa means Ashaddur Rahmah, the utmost mercy. So that's why I'm saying most merciful. Malikul Mulk, owner of the dominion. Al-Mulk is, Allah has an attribute called Al-Mulk, that's His ownership. And Al-Mulk could refer to the creation as a possession of God also. So Al-Mulk, that's His attribute, that's eternal, uncreated attribute. And the creations could also be called His Mulk, that's His something He owns. Malikul Mulk, here Allah Ta'ala is named Malik. Malik, but this name is compound name. Malikul Mulk, the Malik of the Mulk. And in Al-Fatiha, Allah Ta'ala is Maliki Yawmiddin, also Malik. Malik of Judgment Day. And so it is valid to call someone Abdul Malik with an extension. Abdul Malik, that's valid. Some people, if you said, my name's Abdul Malik, they think for a moment, they say, oh, you mean Malik? Abdul Malik. His name is Al-Malik. Yes, he does have a name, Al-Malik, but it's valid to call him Al-Malik also. Dhul Jalali wal Ikram. Dhul Jalali wal Ikram, the one who has greatness, Ikram and Ikram. So the meaning that we learned, which is taken from Al-Bayhaqi, is the one who deserves to be exalted and not denied. Should not be denied. يعني هكذا. But I'm just trying to bring the meaning of the words closer for you. Dhul Jalal means the one who has Jalal. Dhu means the one who has. Dhul Jalal means the one who has Jalal, Al-Jalal, and Al-Jalal is greatness. One of his names is Al-Jalil, the great one or the noble one. So Al-Jalil means the one who's attributed with Jalal. And here he tells us he is Dhul Jalal, the one who's attributed with Jalal. Wal Ikram, yani, and Al Ikram. He's attributed with Jalal and Al Ikram. As for Al-Jalal, that's an attribute of his, which means greatness. As for Al-Ikram, I don't know alternative word for you to explain it for you. Dhul Jalali wal Ikram. I never heard of a person named Abdu Dhil Jalali wal Ikram. Maybe one of you will name your son that. Abdu Dhil Jalali wal Ikram. And Allah is Al-Muqsitu. Al-Muqsitu. That means the just. So then it's like Al-Adl, the just. And according to a tafsir, Al-Haq also means the just. That means the one who's fair, never unjust. Al-Jami'. Al-Jami' means the gatherer, the gatherer. This means the one who gathers the creatures on resurrection day, as mentioned in the Quran. Yajma', Allahu yajma'u al-khalq. He will gather the creations, assemble them. He will assemble them. That's one of the major events of Judgment Day, the Great Assembly. Al-Ghani means the one who has no need, the independent. Ghani literally means rich or wealthy. And for Allah, it means the one who doesn't need anything. So I'll remind you, don't just merely rely on some translation that some people put out. Won't necessarily make you understand what's the meaning. Any person who knows enough Arabic, he'll translate Al-Ghani as the rich or the wealthy. This doesn't mean, though, that you understand what's meant here. Al-Ghani, as the name of Allah, means the one who doesn't need anything. This is what you want for the names of Allah, to understand their meanings, not just how to translate the word. Maybe it could be that translating the word is sufficient to make you understand the meaning, but not always. Al-Mughni means the enricher, the enricher. That means who makes someone else rich. So that means he is the one who satisfies the needs of his creatures. That's included in Allah's name, As-Samad. So here, As-Samad has meaning of Al-Ghani and meaning of Al-Mughni. Al-Ghani means one who doesn't need anything. And As-Samad means that, has that meaning. And Al-Mughni means the one who fulfills the needs. And As-Samad means that because Samad in Arabic language is the master. The Samad in the Arabic language is the master that others resort to for their needs. So when you apply that name to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, As-Samad means the one who fulfills the needs of all the creations. And that implies that he can create anything possible. The one who fulfills all the needs of all the creations. He can create anything possible. Al-Mani', the supporter or protector. And it could mean withholder. Withholder means the one who prevents something from getting to you. Don't you know that dhikr you say at the end of the salah? Allahumma la mani'a lima a'tayt wa la mu'tiya lima mana'at. Oh Allah, there is no mani', no preventer for anything that you have given. Wala mu'ti, and there is no giver lima mana'at, for anything that you have prevented. Ad-dar. You don't have to stretch that 6 counts. The sunnah to apply the rules of tajweed to these types of things. Yani, like if you want to recite the names of Allah, you'd say, for example, Al-Muqsitu al-Jami'u al-Ghaniyu al-Mughni al-Mani'u al-Darru al-Nafi', etc. That's application of some tajweed rules. Al-Dar means, very literally means harmer. The harmer. That means creator of harm. Harm creator is what it means. But we learned that this name is not called upon alone, and that rather you say Ad-Darun Nafi'. You say it with the name that comes after it. You could say the name An-Nafi' alone, but you don't say Ad-Dar alone. I asked and looked if there's another saying about it, I didn't achieve anything there. So all that I know is you don't say this name alone. Like you don't say, yeah, Bar, oh, Harmer. But that's one of his 99 names, though. So Abbar and An-Nafi'. An-Nafi' means benefiter, benefit creator. An-Nur means the guide, the guide. Like you know, literally means the light. And we don't talk like that. So we're not going to say Allah is the light. If someone said that, don't rush to call him a kafir. We say Allah is An-Nur. That's his name that came in the religion in Arabic. And An-Nur means, for God, it means the guide. It means what the next name means. Al-Hadi, the guide. So Allah is An-Nurul Hadi. Both of them mean the guide. As you can see too, I'm not reading everything I have here. So there's more things that could be said behind these names of Allah, but I'm just saying them simply, inshallah. Al-Badi' means creator, but it means by virtue of its root letters, ba, dal, ain, like the word bid'ah. Bid'ah is something new, right? An innovation. Innovation means something that doesn't have a prior example. So what does al-badi' mean for Allah? It means the creator who made heavens and earth without any previous example. The one who created heavens and earth without a previous example. They were not modeled after something prior. He originated them. Al-Baqi. Al-Baqi means the everlasting, the one who exists everlastingly. Baqi means the one who's attributed with baqa. And baqa means, in a literal sense, remaining, staying. So for God, baqa means everlastingness, lasting, remaining, existing forever. And Allah Ta'ala is Al-Warith. Al-Warith, as a name of Allah, also means the one who exists everlastingly. Now, very literally, though, Al-Warith means the heir, H-E-I-R, the heir, or the inheritor. What does that mean for God? How does that mean everlasting? Because in a literal sense, the heir is the one who remains after someone else passed. And then what's left goes to the heir. So Allah Ta'ala is the one who exists everlastingly. He is the one who remains alive after the creations are destroyed. And all of the creations will be owned by him exclusively. No thing will have an owner other than him. You might say Allah is the owner of everything. Yes, he is. But now that we're alive, he gave us a type of ownership. So whatever is yours, your house, your car, your money, etc., that you own, there will come a time when you don't own it anymore. And there will come a time when no creature will be an owner of anything. And Allah will be the only one who has any attribute called owning. He's the everlasting one who will own everything after all the creations perish. So he is Al-Warith. And he is Ar-Rashid. Ar-Rashid also means the guide. So you have An-Nur, and you have Al-Hadi, and you have Ar-Rashid, the guide. And Allah Ta'ala is As-Sabur. That's the 99th name. As-Sabur means the one who does not quickly punish. So that's like his name, Al-Halim. So someone might translate As-Sabur as the patient. So we're not going to say that. We're going to say He is as-sabur, and that means the one who does not quickly punish. Remember, it's not a condition to have a translation for each name. One name, one translated word. Another name, one translated word. It's not a condition. Just like when it comes to the attributes. Allah Ta'ala, He has attribute, for example, yad. What does it mean? Might mean this, might mean that. So we're not going to translate it. We're going to say He has the attribute of yad. It has the attribute of istiwa, for example. And we're not going to say yad means, khalas means hand. Istiwa, khalas means such and such. So those are the 99 names of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And we already mentioned His names that are special to Him. I can repeat that for you. We have here 12 names that are special to Allah Ta'ala. Allah, Ar-Rahman, Al-Quddus, Al-Khaliq, Al-Raziq, Malikul Mulk, Dhul Jalali wal Ikram, Al-Qayyum, Al-Muhyi, Al-Mumit, Al-Ilah, and Ar-Rabb. And He has other names also that are exclusively His. Like His has this name Al-Khaliq. He has another name Al-Khallaq. Al-Khallaq. That's for Allah Ta'ala. It means creator also, but emphatic form. It means creator of a lot. So those are the 99 names of Allah Ta'ala, along with some other names of Allah. Now we can get back to the creed of Ibn Asakir. Do you have any question before I move forward? Can we stop here? I think we can. Any objection?
Okay, go ahead.
Shaykh, I didn't hear
Yes.
you. Could you give me, please, the definition of Al-Qudus and Malikul Mulk?
Yes. Al-Quddus. Al-Quddus means the one who's perfect. Maybe someone might translate it to the effect of the holy God. Holy God means one who's perfect. And His perfection is His godhood. And Malikul Mulk, that's the other one you asked?
Yes.
Yeah, Malikul Mulk means the owner of the dominion, which is the creation, owner of all creations. So it has meaning like Ar-Rabb. Ar-Rabb means owner. Rabbul Alameen, Allah is Rabbul Alameen. Malikul Mulk has a meaning like Rabbul Alameen, Lord of the worlds.
And Al-Mumit?
Al-Mumit means death creator.
Again, please.
Yes, death creator. Al-Mumit is the death creator.
Barakallahu bikum.
What about naming someone Quddus? No. I think we said it right here, right? You missed that part. Amongst the names that are special to Allah is Al-Quddus. You can't name that. You can't name anyone else with that name. Yeah, some people might have names like that, but that's not permissible. Like there's a boxer, his name, they say his name is Rahman. His name's not Rahman. If anything, he's Abdul Rahman. طيب بارك الله فيكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.